5. How do you migrate to Fable 5? Well, from Opus 4.8, you just swap one string, the model ID, and you are done. Same message API, same tool setup, everything same. But that word almost is carrying a lot of weight because there are 4 traps waiting for you. The first trap is that Fable always has models thinking on. There's no off switch. So that request you had running silent on Opus 4.8, it is now quietly burning thinking tokens, and those come straight out of your max tokens budget. And if you try to explicitly disable thinking, you don't get silence, you get a 400 error. So go rebudget your token limits before this breaks your workflows. Which leads to the trap 2, how hard you let it think. On Opus, you probably cranked this thing to the max of the habit. Don't do that with Fable. Start at high with Fable because even Fable's lower settings already beat last generation's absolute best. Save the expensive XHigh setting of Fable for the problems that genuinely need it. The third trap is that when a safety classifier stops a response, it doesn't throw an error. It comes back as a totally normal 200 response with stop reason set to refusal. That's scary, right? Your try except block will never catch this. You have to explicitly check that field and read stop details to see why something tripped. Another trap is that Fable is classed as a covered model, which means it demands 30-day data retention, no negotiation. So if you are a 0 data retention shop, you don't get a workaround, you get a 400 error. Opus 4.8 still runs fine under 0 data retention, Fable simply won't. One nice surprise to leave you with is that the minimum for prompt caching dropped from 1024 tokens down to 512. But never lose sight of the big picture, every token here still costs you double. In Fable, caching isn't a nice to have, it is your best friend, especially in terms of cost.